Hey guys, welcome to my newest video for today. For today's video I'm going to be filming an end of the year DVD Blu-ray update. I went a bit insane over the last couple of weeks because basically I did my sale shopping online and it all arrived before Christmas. So I've decided that I'm going to just combine everything that I've gotten in the last couple of months and do an epic end of the year haul, because it's been a while I feel since I've done one of these. And yeah, so basically I hope everyone had a merry and safe Christmas. Mine was pretty good. It was a little low key. We didn't really do anything. We stayed home, but it was, you know, nice and quiet. So yeah, that was Christmas 2018 in a nutshell. So basically how I'm going to do these updates is I'm going to do one part for TV shows, one part for movies, and then the last part is a random haul and is basically going to feature what I've picked up throughout the last couple of months as well as what I got for Christmas. So yeah, so basically because I'm starting off with the TV shows, because I've got a lot of TV shows here, a lot of them are box sets, so yeah, I thought I would do that one first. And basically I've kind of rediscovered my love of collecting TV shows again. I went away from it for a while, mostly obviously because of cost, and before I went away to uni I had to sell a lot of them, but now that uni's winding down, like I'm nearly finished it, I'm sort of starting to want to get a lot of the stuff, like A, back in my collection, and B, I want to finish out shows that I started collecting. And that's basically what a lot of this is, because most of the stuff I ended up getting, I actually got, JB were doing a TV show on Blu-ray clearance, and I picked up a lot of stuff through there, so that was still going on, and yeah, and I've just sort of picked up odds and ends, and then obviously in the sale, like I got some really good like prices on box sets, so yeah, I'm just going to get straight into it. So starting off with this, the non-like box sets, because I'll save those to last. I've got some TV shows on DVD here, and the first one that I have, totally random, but when I saw that they were releasing this, I just had to pick it up, and that is The Babysitter's Club, the complete series. This only had 13 episodes, but this is more like a nostalgia buy than anything, because I actually used to have a few of these volumes on VHS, and yeah, I haven't seen this in years. It's probably like incredibly dated now, but I loved The Babysitter's Club growing up, and yeah, always couldn't pass up the chance to have it on DVD, so at some point I will be checking or rechecking, as the case may be, the show out. So that's The Babysitter's Club, and I picked this one up from JB. And then from Sanity, as part of the 2 for $40, I picked up NCIS Season 15, because I'm still collecting at least the main NCIS and the LA, which is, well, I suppose is the other one that I picked up. I got Season 9, because I've kind of fallen out of love with NCIS New Orleans, which kind of makes me sad, because I did enjoy it when it started, but I really didn't enjoy Season 3, and so far I have checked a couple of episodes of Season 4, but like they're on Season 5 now, and I just don't have any desire to get caught up again, so I think I'm just going to stick with the main 2, at least for the time being. But anyway, I did, you know, add NCIS Season 15, because I've got Seasons 1 through 14. I didn't enjoy this season as much. It's like not one of my favourite seasons, because there was a lot of behind the scenes drama with this going on, and it spilled over into the filming of the show, and you could definitely tell, mainly between Gibbs and Abby, because the two, like Mark Harmon and Pauline Perrette, had a huge falling out in real life, and it basically, I think she denied it, but I'm pretty sure it's like what actually prompted her to leaving the show. And yeah, because there's like no Gibbs and Abby scenes, and if you watch the early seasons, they were like a staple part of the episode, and there was none this season, and it was very obvious. So season 16 seems to be doing a bit better, but yeah, I wasn't the biggest fan of season 15. So, and you know, a character, I didn't like what happened to one of the supporting characters I actually liked, so there was that as well. But anyway, that's season 15, and then yeah, and also I got, as I said, I got LA season 9. Again, I enjoyed this one. I probably enjoyed this one more than the main NCIS. But one thing I did not like was the introduction of the character of Mosley. She was fine to begin with, but by the end of it, especially because like there was this whole plot where she wanted to go get her son who'd been kidnapped from her years ago and was in by a Mexican drug lord, and how she basically treated the team, and I was like, nope. Yeah, did not like her by the end of it. So I don't know if she's coming. She has been in a few episodes of season 10, but I'm hoping, because she hasn't appeared recently, that means she's actually gone. They seem to have brought in a new person to actually, I guess, be the heady of the show, or actually he's probably more akin to Granger, but because obviously the actor playing Granger passed away, so they've had to bring in a replacement for the type of role that he played. But yeah, but so far season 10 I'm actually quite enjoying as well. So, but yeah, I did get season 9, and as I said, I haven't picked up. I'm a couple of actually seasons behind on getting NCIS New Orleans. I've got 1 and 2, but I don't have 3, and 4's just come out. But as I said, I'm just not that interested in New Orleans anymore. So I think, yeah, I'm, as I said, just going to stick to the 2 main NCISs that I was that got me into the main franchise and that. So, and then the last of the regular DVDs that I picked up was probably what is my favourite show of last year, and I'm so excited for it to come back at the end of the year, and that is The Orville Season 1. I love this show so much. It was basically Star Trek without being Star Trek, and I'm surprised Seth MacFarlane did not get sued for copyright infringement. A lot of it is very similar. Even the theme at the start of the episode is sort of reminiscent of Next Generation, Deep Space Nine, Voyager, that type of theme that they play when they introduce the cast. But yeah, I just love this show. It's sort of everything that I wanted in a sci-fi series, and yeah, and it's coming back. I think, well, for me it'll probably be New Year's Eve, but yeah, it's coming back at the end, right at the end of the year. So yeah, definitely looking forward to seeing more from this show. So that's The Orville Season 1. And then going into some Blu-rays that I picked up. A lot of these I got because they were $10 or $9.98 at JB. And the first 2 that I picked up was The 100 Season 1 and Season 2. I know this show has a lot of fans, and I've been meaning to check it out for years. It's on Netflix, but I decided just to go ahead and pick up the first 2 seasons because they were $10, and I thought, if yeah, I like the show enough, because I have actually seen the pilot. I think I checked the pilot out. I don't know if it was back when season 2 was starting, or I decided to try and catch up late, so it wasn't a show that I initially had on my radar to watch, but I just never did. And then I saw, yeah, that these were part of the deal, and I decided just to go ahead and pick the 100 up. But I did like the pilot, so I'm curious to see what I think of the rest of the series, because as I said, I know this show has a lot of fans, and yeah, I'm definitely eager to check it out and see what I think of the rest of the show. So that's The 100 Seasons 1 and 2. And And then sort of added some, picked up the newest releases of the DC superhero shows, or the, like, continuing on with the CW theme. I picked up Arrow Season 6. This was not my favourite season, because initially I had plans to rewatch seasons 1 to 5 and then watch season 6, and I ended up binging this in 4 days because I wasn't watching it week to week. And then I ended up going to Sydney Supernova because Stephen Amell was going to be there, who I actually did meet, and yeah, and I thought I better catch up on the latest season of Arrow, so I did, and yeah, it wasn't, as I said, wasn't my favourite season, because I think there's really only a couple of episodes that really stood out for me, and the rest of it was average. But season 7 seems to be like 10 times better than like what season 6 was, so hopefully the show's back on track. So and yeah, that's Arrow season 6. Then I got also The Flash season 4. Again, I think this season sort of wavered a bit. It was sort of good at the start, good at the end. I didn't really care for the middle plot, like with Barry going to jail and that. I didn't really care for that storyline. But you know, overall, like I didn't think it was as bad as what I thought Arrow season 6 was, but yeah, I sort of could have been a little bit better, but again, sort of season 5 I'm enjoying, so got that one. And then also, which is my favourite of the DC TV CW shows, and that is Legends of Tomorrow. I picked up season 3. I got Arrow and The Flash from Sanity. It was part of the 2 for $40 deal as well, and this one I got from Amazon because it was the same price at JB, so I decided just to order it. And yeah, I love Legends of Tomorrow. It's, you know, one of my favourite shows, like easily my top 3 favourite shows. I just love how crazy this show is. It doesn't take itself seriously at all, and it's not in, obviously this episode, but like this season, but the most recent episode, the mid-season finale for season 4, it's like one of my favourite superhero show episodes ever. I loved it. It was just crazy, and yeah, and so excited to add more seasons to it, even though I'm sort of sad about that we did lose some of the characters that we sort of started out with, because Victor Garber ended up leaving, and so oh, what's his name? Oh, like Friends Drama, I think, like Firestorm. Yeah, Firestorm left, so that was sort of sad to see go, but overall, like, I did enjoy this season. I think it just gets better and better, and yeah, someone who loved the show from the start, it's yeah, it's sort of become a staple TV, like, to watch, and I'm sad it's not coming back until April. I didn't realise when the mid-season finale came on that it wasn't returning until April, and I was like, I don't want to wait until April. But anyway, I did pick up Legends of Tomorrow season 3, and sort of similar to NCIS New Orleans, I've sort of fallen out of love with Supergirl, which might be controversial to say, but I did not enjoy season 3 again. And the only episode I've seen of season 4 was the Elseworlds crossover episode. I just have lost interest in it, and for the foreseeable future, I don't foresee myself actually picking up the rest of the show on Blu-ray, because I've got the first 2 seasons. I'm just not, yeah, so I've just lost interest. I loved season 1, I thought season 2 was okay. Yeah, didn't really care for season 3, and sort of by the time I got to the end, I was just like, because that's basically something I'm starting to do. It's like, if I've lost interest in a show, like especially ones that I've started watching, like say on TV or that, I'm just going to like drop it. I'm not going to force myself to keep watching the show, and yeah, a couple of times that's happened, so where I'm like, no, I'm not going to continue on past this season. So I think I just need to start doing that a bit more, because obviously there's a lot of TV shows and I don't have enough time to watch all the TV shows that I'd like to, so I have to be a bit more ruthless. Like, if there's just a show that I'm not enjoying anymore, I'm just gonna like say no, I'm not gonna continue watching it. So yeah, so I did, but these are the 3 of that ramble. These are the 3 DC TV CW shows that I have picked up. And then going back to JB's TV on Blu-ray clearance sale, I ended up finishing out a series I did start collecting, and that is The Musketeers. So I got Series 2 and Series 3. I've seen Series 1 because I watched that because Peter Capaldi was in it, and it was airing just like right after he was announced as the Doctor, and I wanted to check out the show because he was only in the first series, but I wanted to because I did start it, but I think this was like right around the time I was getting in a TV show slump, and I was kind of like, it was one of the shows that I sort of stopped watching, but it was one I was enjoying, so I want to get back and finish it out now that it's finished. So I have Series 2 and Series 3, so we've got that. And then, well, this is a show that I'm actually still watching. I am up to date on it because I fell behind a bit, but then I got caught up, and because some of these sets were in the JB clearance sale, and I wanted to have all the show on Blu-ray because I had seasons 1 to 8, and that is Supernatural. So I picked up season 9, season 10, and season 11. I'm still enjoying the show. It sort of varies in terms of quality, like each season, but I have been enjoying the more recent story, like arcs. So yeah, and sort of especially where the season 14 mid-season finale ended. I'm curious to see where they're going to go with that. But yeah, I want to finish collecting the show on Blu-ray, and I thought I'd grab them while they were cheap. And at some point I want to do a rewatch of Supernatural because it's been, I think, it's been quite a few years since I've seen the early seasons, and I'd sort of like to go back and sort of rewatch it, but I may hold off on that, and like maybe if they announce it, like when it's coming to an end, like, because I can't foresee them. I'm like, they might have a couple more seasons in them, but yeah, I know this season they've actually reduced the number of episodes, so I could sort of see them like winding down the show, but yeah, for the time being, I'm sort of just got the next few seasons that I needed, so that's that one. And then sort of to finish off the regular TV sets that I got on Blu-ray, and again part of the JB clearance, I finished, and also finishing out another collection I'd started. I got True Blood seasons 6 and season 7. I still have only seen season 1 of True Blood. I've read a few of the books, but because I know the show is a bit different to the books, but I've been meaning to get back into this, but because I had seasons 1 to 5, and then because that was the show I upgraded to Blu-ray, and then I thought, oh yeah, I'll watch it and then get caught up for the final seasons, and that didn't happen. So but these were like, yeah, this is $10, so I just went ahead and picked them up. So now I have all the seasons of True Blood. I've got no excuses now to actually finally finish the show. So because I did enjoy season 1, but I just haven't got back to watching it. So that's that. And then we move into the box sets that I've picked up. So I've got one, or actually 2 Blu-ray and 2 DVDs. So I might actually show one of the DVDs, like box sets first, and that is Dark Matter, the complete seasons 1 to 3. This was a show on Sci-Fi that I was actually quite enjoying, and then it got cancelled, which I was really sad about because like I said, I was really enjoying it, and it ended on a cliffhanger. So which kind of sucks, because I would have been interested to see like the payoff from that cliffhanger. So it had started to sort of delve into like alternate universes, which is like one of my favorites, like sci-fi tropes. I love seeing different like versions of characters and sort of them, you know, like seeing how things could have been and stuff like that. But I wanted the show in my collection because I didn't actually have any of the DVDs, so I got this from Amazon. So that's that. And then sort of this has been a holy grail. This has been a holy grail of my collection that I've been after for the last probably 5 years, and that is Doctor Who, the 50th Anniversary Collector's Edition. I do have the single issue of The Day of the Doctor, but I've been after this because this has like all the mini-sodes and, or like, I guess, a lot of the specials that they did that wasn't available on DVD, because, or like DVD Blu-ray, and so this has like everything that they did. So you've got like, you know, Name of the Doctor, The Day of the Doctor, you've got like the Science of Doctor Who that they were doing, they've got An Adventure in Space and Time, which I actually have on DVD, so I don't have that on Blu-ray, but like, and this even has the 5-ish Doctors, which I believe is the only way to get it in physical media form is to get the 50th Anniversary Collector's Edition. So I saw this for a really good price on Sanity, and I had to get it and complete my collection. So, or like, not complete it, but it was one of the gaps that I was looking to finish. So yeah, so I finally did get this for my Doctor Who collection. So that's the Doctor Who, the 50th Anniversary Collector's Edition. And then the last 2 box sets I have are from Amazon, and the first one is again one that I've been after for a while, because I sold off my DVDs and to look to upgrading to Blu-ray, and I just never picked up the Blu-ray. And then I watched season 1 when it was on Amazon, not Amazon, US Netflix, and then I lost access to that. So I've been really wanting to finish out this show, and I finally saw it for a decent enough price, because this one seems to be harder to find. And I grabbed Farscape, the complete series, including the Peacekeeper Wars, on Blu-ray. So yeah, I'm definitely excited about getting the chance to finish the show, because I did enjoy season 1, and I just never was able to finish it out. So I have it in my collection now, and yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to starting this, because I'm thinking, out of all the TV shows that I've picked up, this is the one I want to get into, because I want to rewatch season 1 and then finish the remaining seasons. So I got this, which is, yeah, pretty awesome. But it's not as awesome as this set, which is, again, a show I've been wanting to get back in my collection, because I previously had seasons 1 to 5, and then I'd watched season 1, I've watched season 2 on US Netflix, and I've been wanting to actually like get back into the collection, or like the show. Oh, I did actually watch the crossover episode the show did with Sleepy Hollow, so I did see that. That was like one of the later episodes, but I've been wanting to actually watch the show in its entirety, and that is Bones. So this is the complete series 1 to 12. It all comes in like cases, so like how they like initially released the show, but just in this nice compact box set, and it was a really good price on Amazon, and yeah, I now have it back in my collection. So this is another one I can sort of tick off that I wanted to get it back, because, like, as I said, I've been wanting to sort of rebuild my TV show collection a bit again. So yes, I've sort of, yeah, as I've seen things for good prices and that, I've wanted to sort of pick them up, especially since this was my sale shopping, and I obviously didn't have to lug anything home, so it all arrived at my front door, so it worked in pretty well, I think. So yeah, so that is basically everything I got TV show wise. As you can see, I've got a lot of TV shows to watch, not that I didn't already, but I decided that I wanted to yeah, just sort of add some more shows, like shows that I've had in my collection, add new shows, because yeah, I miss buying TV shows, and while I'm not obviously going to go all out like I did before, you know, every now and then I'd like to sort of pick up a TV show, like whether it's DVD, Blu-ray, and that. So this will probably be, yeah, I'd say at least until Christmas, like December next year is going to be like the last major TV show, DVD, Blu-ray update. So this will keep me occupied for a while, but I'm just going to stop it here, and thank you guys for watching, and until my next video, I will see you guys next time. Bye!